So players versus chasers, Jimmy. Good game tonight. Last year they double dipped you. This is a comeback year for you?
Comeback year for us, George. We had a great regular season, and we owed them. They beat us last year, stopped our 4-game winning streak that you had for 4 years.
Yeah, so Kevin Haig's got a great team, Greg, and a few great hitters. This should be a close one tonight.
Yeah, it should be. Hopefully we could jump on them like we did last time, and it's easier when you're in the lead. You swing a little freer.
All right, Jimmy, good luck.
Thank you, George.
Okay, here we go. 2015 Glenview Men's 50 and Over Championship. Sal Malazzo leading off for Kevin's team, which is players. Players versus chasers. Last year, players had a great 2 games. They double-dipped chasers. Starck on the mound, pitches to Malazzo. There's a strike. Game moves quickly here. Starck pitches to Malazzo. Swing and a fly ball to short left field. And Mike Ball takes it in left center. Right in front of Marty Rovotuso. Mike Ball in left, Marty Rovotuso in center. That would be the great Pat Heraty in right. Third base, captain James Martino. Shortstop, the great one, Joe Morgan. Short center, Bob Russ. Second baseman, Big Larry from Kenosha. First base, Joey Rogers. Behind the plate, Mike Brady. And on the mound, Tom Starck from Lake Geneva, Illinois. Mike Rubenstein, swing and a ball down the left field line. Foul by an inch. Ruby, great dump hitter, great hitter. Mike Rubenstein, known him for years. Missed that by an inch. This is Glenview, Illinois. Community Park. We're northwest of downtown Chicago. For all you people listening on YouTube and the internet, beautiful Glenview, Illinois, northwest of Chicago. About 25 miles on Route 21 for you folks looking on Google Maps. Here's the pitch to Ruby. Ground ball up the middle to Tom Starck on one bounce. Gets it over to unassisted. No, over to Joe. Big Joe Rogers at first base for out number 2. That was a one hopper to Starck. This is Brad Moriarty. Moriarty from the major ranks of softball, one of the great players. Also a very well-known businessman in Chicago. Moriarty, who, by the way, can go deep. He can go out of this park at 250 feet. And this is a soft softball, so to speak. 2 umpires today. Starck sets out Moriarty with a strike. Ball, 1-1 as Brady returns it to Starck. Here's the next pitch. Moriarty with a shot to right center, and it is in front of Marty for a single. There's Moriarty with a great bat control hit. Line single to right center, bounces right in front of Rovotuso. He did not try to dive. No need to do that, so Moriarty with a single. He hits. Mark Coldabella. Big Mark. Big monster hitter. Can cut, can drive. Hard to play this guy. Here's Mark Cold. First pitch by Starck is very short for ball 1. Brad Moriarty at first with a medium lane. There's a line drive up the middle for the hit. Moriarty over to third. Ball getting in quick. They're going to throw it home. Here's the play at the home. He is out, and he's thrown out at home as they send Moriarty. He does not slide, and Mike Brady grabs it and tags out Moriarty for the third out of the inning. Great throw in from Joe Morgan as they sent Moriarty. They got aggressive there, and a great throw in from Morgan to Brady, who caught it belt high and tagged Brad Moriarty for the first out. So that's the third out of the inning. We'll be back in the bottom of the first right after this. From Glenview. Okay, bottom of the first inning. Great play just completed here as Morgan threw a shot from short left field into the catcher, Brady. He tagged up Moriarty. This is Pat Heraty, going to be followed by Bobby Russ. We're in the bottom of 1, Glenview Men's 50 and Over Championship of Chicago. Heraty swings at the first pitch, and it is a single in front of the right fielder. Pat Heraty with his classic cut dump play. Chicago Softball Hall of Fame, Pat Heraty. Write that name down, folks listening, Heraty. In Chicago, they do allow courtesy runners. This is a 50 and over league. Guys got to go to work tomorrow, so Martino, the captain of Chasers, is going to run for Heraty. Here's Bob Russ. Bob Russ Jr., lefty. Big Greg on the mound. Greg, one of the best pitchers in all of softball, pitches a great pitch. He throws a strike to Bob Russ. Ruby at third. Big Kevin at short. There's a cut to left center field, and it is caught. The left fielder played Bobby in close, and Russ had too much in the air. So out number one. Here's Joe Morgan. So Bob Russ Jr. with the soft fly ball to left field, not deep enough, and was caught out there by the left fielder. Here's Morgan with man on first. Big Greg, Buffalo Grove, Illinois, well-known gymnastics instructor, a great pitcher, throws a strike to Morgan. Morgan batting number 3 tonight. There's a swing and a line drive down the third base line, fair ball. Here goes Martino into third, and Morgan the second for the double. The Morgan the send the double. The throw home. Sorry, as Martino slides in, he takes to extra base. Jimmy Martino comes in all the way. Just for a second, they hesitated as the ball went into the short center, and he whipped it in. Kevin Haig whipped it in, and Martino, coming hard, slides under the great tag attempt there by Kaczarubis. So a great play there on both sides. Kaczarubis there couldn't get the tag down. He makes it by a second. 1-0. 1-0. So Martino came in just for a hesitation there as Morgan hits the double, and Martino comes all the way around from first. Just a quick hesitation there by Kevin Haig, and Martino took home plate by an inch. So he's in for 1-0. This is Big Larry. Larry from Kenosha, Illinois. Larry's last name? Tostrud, Larry Tostrud batting. There's a swing and a cut ball foul over to Mike Rubenstein at third base. In Chicago, lots of players, for you folks listening, they try to cut the ball and put some English on it. They don't always full swing it. They try to kind of tap it a little bit off center so it flies over the infielder's head. Almost like when you're a kid hitting a spinning beach ball. Here's Larry. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle for the hit. There's Morgan. Morgan's gonna stay at third. Morgan's gonna play it close, as there is only one out. So a single up the middle by Larry T. Morgan casually gets over to third base. 1-0. Here is Joe Rogers. Joe Rogers, who played on the North Stars years ago in Chicago in the TV League, and a famous corporate businessman with Wirtz Corporation. There's a swing and a shot to center field. Oh, he nailed it. The center fielder grabs it, though. He hit it right on the line. He nailed it. But the sacrifice fly does work as Morgan comes in from third. He crushed that ball. Center fielder made a good catch, but deep enough to get Morgan in. So 2-0. Okay, here we go with Frank Fererese. Frankie would be the designated hitter. He does have an injured foot, so he's going to be hitting with the 11-man lineup. They do hit 11 in Chicago. 10 defenders, 1 DH. Makes it more fun for everybody involved. Frank Fererese won the MVP of the Forest Park tournament many years ago, which is the premier softball event in all of the country. So this is Fererese batting. Greg delivers to Frank. And there's a strike. Greg pitching very well tonight. One of the best pitchers, as I said. Big Greg pitching for Players, wearing the burgundy shirt. Chasers with the blue shirt. Here's a high arc pitch. Fererese swings. Ground ball to Kevin at shortstop. And to Haig for the third out, but they go up 2-0. We go back to the top of the second. We'll be right back from Glenview. We are back at beautiful Glenview, Illinois. Kevin Haig, the captain of the Players team, in the box. 2-0. This is the half inning for Players. They are down 2-0. As Chasers scored 2 in their top of the first. Correction, in their bottom of the first. So this is top of 2. I see catcher Rubis on deck. Here's Haig taking the pitch from Tom Starck. And it's deep. The strike zone is pretty small here in Glenview. You have to cross the tip of the plate, but much farther behind the tip, and it's considered a ball. There's a long fly ball to left field on the foul line. Over quickly is Mike. Mike Ball, and he catches it. Mike Ball goes in foul territory and makes a great catch as he slides on his knees and grabs it. And Haig did not take a good cut at that. He generally is a much better hitter than that. If he got a little bit more strength on that ball, that was going to go up. But Haig got it too high in the air. Here's Kaczarubis, Park Ridge, Illinois. One of the famous Greek families in Chicago. Kaczarubis takes a quick strike as Tom Starck works very quickly here. Right behind him at short center is Bob Russ Jr. There's a swing and a cut, and Martino grabs it. So a pop, cut, couldn't get it over. Catch Rubus just hit the edge of it. There's a pop, cut that didn't make it. So Martino without number 2. 2 quick outs here. Here's their big first baseman. Here's their first baseman from Players Inc. Been playing with the team for some years. He's a lefty, and he's very good at defensive player. Here's the pitch by Starck. There's strike 1. Big clincher bat. Silver aluminum clincher bat. That ball hits the plate for a ball. Joe Rogers right on the line for this lefty. Right on the line. That's a ball. Starck's losing the center of the plate, but he'll grab it real quickly as Starck does no hesitation and swings. Ground ball to Larry, the second baseman. Quick throw over Joe Rogers for another quick 1-2-3 inning. Nothing going there for Players. George Bliss here at the Glenview Championships. We'll be right back. We're back at Glenview 15 over championships. Mike Ball swings at the first pitch. Ground ball to Greg. Made a great pitch there. Over to the first base for the quick 1 pitch, 1 out. Mike Ball with a bad swing there. Here is Captain James Martino batting, third baseman, captain of the team. Let's see what Jimmy can do against Greg. You got Sal Milazzo playing on the second base side of second. He is the short center. First pitch is just deep for a strike. No, that's correction. That's a ball. Just a little bit too deep. Second pitch. There's a strike. 1-1. They look the same to me. Martino calls timeout. 1-1 count. Greg delivers. Martino just inside by an inch. 2-1. Another pitch, flat pitch. Swing and a pop up to third base. Mike Rubenstein, no problem at all. Martino missed it, got it on the handle. A simple backspin pop-up, not more than 10 feet high. Here's Mike Brady, the catcher. For Chasers, Mike Brady from the beautiful south side of Chicago, a graduate of St. Ignatius High School. One of the great ones. Swings at the first pitch. Ground ball to the middle of the diamond. Greg makes a great one-handed pickup. And 3 up, 3 down as Brady grounds out to Greg. We'll be back right after this. We are back at beautiful Community Park in Glenview, Illinois. Left fielder for Players. White t-shirt. Great defensive player. Top of third takes the first pitch for a strike. Tom Starck pauses and delivers. That's a ball way outside. 1-1. Joe Morgan at shortstop, positioning his outfielders. Mike Ball very close, kind of short and left. Let's hope he doesn't get beat over his head. Marty Rovotuso in center straight away. Heraty in right. There's another ball. Next pitch, quick pitch. That's another ball. You may lose this. You may lose this batter. Starck needs to get a strike in here. Let's see if the batter takes it. He does. It is a strike. So it would be full count, 3-2. Most likely he'll be swinging unless it's way off the mark. Starck, quick delivers, flat pitch. Fly ball to left field. Mike Ball, perfectly positioned as Mike Ball takes it for out number 1. Here's big Matt Thompson, who played with the Chasers teams years ago. Matt Thompson, a great one, a great 12-inch player. Thompson in the box tonight. Swings at the first pitch. It's a long shot. The left center, deep, and ball comes over, cuts in front of Rovotuso, and makes the catch. So that ball, just for a quick second, looked like it had gap. But Thompson swung at it hard, got the first pitch, and ball over quickly in front of Rovotuso for the out. So 2 outs here. Game moving very quickly tonight at Glenview, Illinois. We got Will Russ here on the bench. Here's the pitch. Center fielder for Players Inc. Kevin Haig coaching at third. Got a few extra guys on the bench to see how he uses his bench tonight. Kevin Haig's team, Players Inc., must beat Chasers in this first game and then win again. Chasers has not lost. It is a double elimination. Chasers has no losses in the playoffs, and Player Inc. has won. There's a fly ball to left field. Ball over quickly, and he catches it. So Mike Ball makes all 3 putouts that half inning. He's error-free out there. The great neighborhood legend, Mike Ball. We'll be back right after this. Glenview Men's Championships. Back here at bottom of the third. Marty Rovotuso. Center fielder swings at the first pitch. Foul ball. Foul ball. Gets a quick swing on it. Way ahead of it. Marty's got to slow it down a little bit. He's got the big major bat. The center fielder for Chasers, Rovotuso. Marty. Remember that name, folks. One of the fast guys in Chicago softball. Ball way down the line as it's brought in. Malazzo at short center. Big Matt Thompson at second. Here's the next pitcher, Rovotuso. Swings and a fly ball to left field. Caught out there in short left field by their very excellent defender in left. So out number 1. Rovotuso flies out. Tom Starck, the pitcher. Gonna bat here. He's got a big, wide open stance. All he's got to do is get a little action here on the ball, and he'll have a pinch runner. Courtesy runner as Heraty is next. So this is Starck with the special bat. Here's the pitch by Big Greg. Ground ball up the middle to Sal Malazzo. Here's the throw to first. Nice play by Malazzo as he throws out Tom Starck. Here we go. Here's Pat Heraty, top of the order. Quick 2 outs here. Game is not very offensive tonight, but we're only about halfway, roughly, third inning. Here's Heraty, Pat Heraty. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he is a member of the 16-inch Softball Hall of Fame, which is, he's one of the great ones. Some years ago, I forget the year, he was something like 16 hits in a row in the major nationals. He's quite a powerhouse, quite a diversified player, probably one of the more popular players in all of softball in Chicago. Here's Heraty. Swing and a cut down the first base line, and it's in. Oh, it's foul. It's foul by an inch. Foul by an inch as Moriarty came in. Brad Moriarty playing first base. Heraty almost got it in front of, Heraty, check that, Heraty almost got it in front of Moriarty for that, what they call that flip single. Okay, here's the pitch. Very high arc. Heraty takes it. It's a ball. It falls in front of the plate. Remember, must cross the plate. Must cross the plate. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Grabbed by Kevin Hagan. A nice throw. 1, 2, 3. Nothing happening here. We'll go to the next half inning at Glenview. We're back here at beautiful Chicago suburb of Glenview, Illinois. First pitch by Starck is to Greg. Pitcher to pitcher for ball 1. Greg batting, I believe, 11th in the order. Next on deck circle is the leadoff guy, Sal Malazzo. So here's Greg from Buffalo Grove Gym. He swings and he hits a shot to right field. Oh, grabbed by Larry. Larry T was playing deep at second base. On the grass as Greg went hard there, and Larry Tostrud, I'll get that name, Larry, I promise you, lines out to the second baseman. Larry T playing him perfectly. He is deep on the edge of the fringe, almost in short right field. That's Big Larry from Kenosha. Great defensive play there as Malazzo takes pitch number 1 for a ball. Sal Malazzo, the owner of Signature Transportation. Ground ball up the middle. Morgan flips to first, and he's safe. Malazzo beats it with some great base running. It was a medium-slow roller to Morgan. Morgan grabbed it in the heel of his glove, fired over to Joe Rogers, but Malazzo was burning. He's hustling Malazzo with the infield leg single. So here's Ruby. So Malazzo's keeping him alive. First pitch to Ruby is a strike. Third baseman batting, number 2 in the order of Players Inc. Ball. Martino at third, deep at third. There's a swing and a long shot to left field, deep, and ball's got it, but Malazzo's going to tag up at first, and the throw does go back, so Malazzo does go back. A great throw in there from left field as Morgan scooped it up. Malazzo went halfway and decided to go back. So here's Moriarty. So Malazzo still on first base. 2 outs. 2 outs. One made by Greg, and then Big Rubenstein. This is Moriarty, Brad. Their long fly to left center. Deep, way back on the warning track, and Ball's got it. Mike Ball way on the warning track, catches that long fly ball by Moriarty, and Players Inc. does not score. We'll be back right after this. Bottom of fourth inning, Bob Russ, short center, batting for Chasers. Greg delivers inside for ball one. Second pitch, a cut swing to right field, and it is foul. We're right on the bench of the Chasers team. We're here with the commissioner of the Slow Pitch Softball Association. Joel Zimberoff is here. And also in front of me is from the flashback team, Rich Wagner. Here's a swing by Bob Russ. Up the middle, Greg makes a great one bounce stab with his left glove, and Bob Russ is retired. So Bob Russ so far tonight has been retired by Greg. Joe Morgan. Shortstop. Defensive gem guy right here, Morgan. Here's Morgan. Morgan takes a big swing at the ball. There's a swing to center field, right center, and it is, right center. Center fielder comes over quickly, makes the catch, but Morgan nailed it to center field. But center field, they know Morgan could hit, played him deep, got over on the first step quickly. Here's Larry. Big Larry, Kenosha, Illinois. Big 12-inch star. By the way, I was told tonight that a couple years ago in some kind of a game in, I believe, Houston, in one of those big Major League stadiums, Larry hit a 12-inch ball off a scoreboard at a Major League park 450 feet away. So this guy can do it all. Remember, this is 50 and over. You must be 50 years of age or older to play in this league. This is the championship for 50 and over. Fly ball to left field, deep, and almost caught out there. Just foul, but the left fielder got over quickly. It did fall out of play. 245 feet to left. 265 to center. 242 to right. This ball is not a high compression ball. This is a low compression ball out here at Glenview. Okay, here's the pitch to Larry. Larry takes a ball. Here's a swing. Shot. Right past Malazzo's glove. And safe. So Malazzo can't grab it, but they threw it in from right field to try to get the runner. He is safe. So Larry makes it in. Here's Joe Rogers. Great hit by Big Larry. Malazzo couldn't get that one. So that goes for an infield single, basically. Here's Joe Rogers. Joe Rogers with the big clincher bat. Keeps his hands down by his waist, and then when the ball comes, kind of lifts. Kind of a tomahawk swing. And there it is. There's a shot to left field. Big Larry from first, going to third. So first and third him. Great softball there as Big Joe Rogers hits a shot over the short center's head. No chance of getting that. First and third. Big single there by Joe Rogers. He gets a courtesy runner, Mike Brady. Larry made it over to third. So this is Fererese. This is a designated hitter, Fererese. 2 outs. Good chance now to try to make some hay here, as it's only 2-0. Game still very low scoring. There's a strike in the first pitch. Greg throws a beautiful strike to Frank Fererese. Next pitch, high arcer. Almost a strike, just deep by a couple inches. 1-1. Here's the pitch. There's strike 2. Greg pitching great. Greg from Buffalo Grove Gym pitching great tonight for Players Inc. His game is great. He's been a great player for years here, and last year did an incredible job winning 2 games against this very same team to win the championship by double dipping Chasers. So here's Greg with a hesitation and a double hesitation. Here's the pitch. Ball. 2 strikes, 2 balls. Here's the pitch. Just missed. It's 3-2, I believe. 3-2. 3-2. Mike Ruby comes in a little bit on Fererese at third. There's a swing and a hit over Rubenstein to third base. Here comes Larry. He scores, and Brady does go to third. So a single by Fererese, line drive on the in-played infield. So 3-0 on the key hit by Fererese. Courtesy runner Rovotuso. Here's Mike Ball. So we got Brady over at third, courtesy runner, Rovotuso at first, courtesy runner. They play softball here in Chicago. Nobody wants to get hurt. Here's Mike Ball, who's playing a solid outfield for Chasers for years. Mike Ball has several MVP trophies going back a few years, one of the greatest neighborhood players from the northwest side of Chicago. Swing, ground ball to third base, foul by just an inch. But just an inch. Ball tries to go down third, just misses the third base bag on the foul side. Ball, a lefty, takes that late swing and tries to hit it the opposite way to catch Mike Rubenstein a little bit off balance. Or Rubenstein, even with the bag, so he's up just a little bit on Ball. Here's the pitch, big high arc. Ball swings, and a great catch by Milazzo. Milazzo with a line drive catch at short center on a shot. Great catch by Milazzo, but Chasers goes ahead 3-0. We'll be back right after this. We'll go to the next half inning. First pitch. Oh, to Mark Coldebello, who grounds out to Morgan. Morgan with a great throw over to first base in the dirt, but Rogers picks it up. So Mark Coldebello. First pitch, first hit, ground ball out. 1 out here. Kevin Haig, number 13, their captain, playing shortstop tonight. Haig's a game breaker. He can go deep. He can go over the fence. Tom Starck can't give him anything fat here, or it's going to fly out. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Deep, but boy, he got that one. So strike number 1. Starck with the right stance just quickly delivers a nice arc way outside. Nothing close there. 1-1. 1 out. Players Inc. batting. This is Haig. There's a line drive down the third base line. Foul by an inch. Foul by an inch. He cut it hard down the third base line and went over the third baseman's head. Mike Ball was rushing in for it, and I thought it dropped, but I am not on the line. That ball was foul by maybe 2 inches. That was a close one, Mike. That was foul maybe 1 or 2 inches.
2 inches foul.
Incredible softball here.
Yeah, great softball.
Yeah, this is Haig.
We got a pitcher's duel, too.
Yeah, 3-0. Here's Haig. Tom Starck. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Way outside. Tom Starck trying to do a little quick action with his wrist to try to make Haig a little bit step out of the box. But Haig calls timeout. He slows Starck down. Here's the pitch. No pitch. Tried to quick pitch him. No pitch. Haig jumps out of the box again. Called no pitch as Haig was not ready. Starck trying to quick pitch Kevin Haig. Here we go. Here's the next pitch. Straight in. Swing and a shot to second base, Larry. Line drive to Larry. So, nice shot by Haig. Big Larry T on the outfield grass grabs that line drive. So, defense tonight for Chasers. Playing AAA ball here. Playing great. Kacharubis batting. Takes a look at the first pitch, and it's just deep. Starck pitching quickly to Kacharubis. Pitch number 2. Swing and a ground ball to the right side. Another one to Larry. He throws at the first. Out for the next out, and that's it. 3 outs that inning. No score there for Players Inc. Still, Chasers leads 3-0 here at Glenview. We'll be back right after this. Jimmy Martino here, the captain of Chasers. 5th inning bottom. 3-0. Martino ready in the box as he takes the first pitch. Ground ball up to Sal Milazzo at short center. Martino beats it. Milazzo again pretty deep there at short center as Martino does an infield beat out there. Martino, one of the fast guys. So here we go with Sal Milazzo very deep at short center. He beat out a ball earlier in the game, and now Martino beats out basically the same ball. So here's Brady. Mike Brady Swings at the first pitch. A ball to third base. Quick throw to first. And he drops it at first. So Martino makes it to third. So a slow chop roller. A slow chop roller by Mike Brady. It's his patented swing. And the umpires are going to discuss if that was a swing or not. You have to take a full swing in softball. That's the basic rule, or you're called out. It's kind of called the chop rule. Let's see. The two umpires are out there, and they're going to allow it. Yes. So it is a basic. He purposely tries to miss swing, hit the ball slowly like a kid's playground ball to the pitcher. Greg grabbed it one-handed, threw to first, but he was safe. So that's the great Mike Brady that we all know and love. Pinch hitter now, Barzowski. Barzowski hitting now. Bill Barzowski hitting. He's in the game. I see Kenny Flaws is in the on-deck circle. They probably have a hitter next. Probably hitting for Starck, I would imagine. And this would be Barzowski hitting for Rovotuso. First and third. First pitch to Barzowski. Hits a long fly to right field. It's going to be, the center fielder comes over, and in comes the runner. So, the sacrifice works. Martino scores easily as the ball is deep enough. Brady does stay at first, but Barzowski takes the one swing and gets the sacrifice. Gets the sacrifice for the RBI. Four nothing. 4-0 on the sacrifice RBI fly to straightaway center. Ken Flaws. Batting now for Starck. Swings at the first pitch. Hits it to the right side to Matt Thompson for the sacrifice move over. Flaws is thrown out at first easily, but Brady on the move does get the second. The idea there is your best hitter is up next, and if he gets a single with 2 outs, he's going to easily score from second base. Remember, 15 over here, but 60-foot bases, 60-foot bases at Glenview. And any kind of a hit here, Brady will score easily to make it 5-0. It is 4-0 now. First pitch, a ball. Bob Russ, Sr., Jr., and all the Russ family watching here. Will Russ is here. Pat Heraty batting. He's a leadoff batter. 4 chases the game moving very quickly now as it's 4-0. Here's a swing by Heraty, a pop-up. Oh, he missed it. Pop-up to the first baseman for the last out there of that inning. But Chasers does score 1 run on the sacrifice fly by pinch hitter Bill Barzowski. We'll be back right after this. 4-0 Chasers. We return here to Glenview. Frank Fererese standing right next to me. We're having some fun. It is 4-0, and they 2 substitute players are back in the game. Rovotuso is back in the game. And Starck pitching, Rovotuso in center. They were pinch hit for in the last half inning. Here we go. First baseman for players in the box. There's a low flat pitch. It hits the plate. It's 3-1. Starck getting long counts tonight, but he's working quickly. Here's a flat pitch. And he misses. Now that's a cardinal sin. He walks the first baseman. Here comes catcher Rubis in the courtesy run. So a walk. Starck was not too close there on any pitch. 4-0. Left fielder up for Players Inc. This guy can hit it. He hits it powerful. There's strike number 1. Next pitch. Nothing going, 1-1, very deep. Bobby Russ at short center, directly behind Tom Starck. There's a shot to left field. Ball in quickly. Oh, it handcuffs him and hits him in the ankles. He does keep it in front of him. So ball came in quickly. The ball skipped in front of him. It did go up his mitt, rolled up his arm, but fortunately stayed in front of him. Otherwise, that goes beyond him for a double or a triple. So first and second now. Matt Thompson, their second baseman, batting. He's a righty, even though he throws lefty. Interesting combination. Matt Thompson hits the plate for a ball. No outs. This is the chance for players to make some hay here. They have their first 2 guys on, one with a walk, one with a hit. This is Thompson. He hits the plate on this. Now it's 3-0. Starck is not hitting home plate at this point. There's the pitch. And that also hits the corner, and it is a ball. It hits the rubber, so Starck has walked 2 people in this inning. Now Martino calls timeout, which is a good idea. Jimmy obviously a little perturbed. At that pitching. He wants his guy to get going on the pitching.
Yes, he needs to get going on the pitching. We can't lose this game.
2 walks ain't going to work. Okay, bases loaded, no outs. This is their big center fielder. This is the big part of the game here. It is 4-0, a home run here, and it's tied. Or even a triple, 4-3. Here's the pitch by Starck. Swing and a fly ball to right field. Heraty over quickly, grabs it, and in comes catcher Rubis for the 1 run. So 4-1. First and third now. Man did move up from second to third. So we got guys on first, Thompson. And we've got a runner on third, Thompson being the courtesy runner in this instance. He just flew out. This is Mark Walsh pinch hitting. Mark Walsh on the scene now, just came into the game. Let's see what Mark can do with 1 out. They brought Mark Walsh in right off the bench, one of the great players. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Here's Walsh. Mark Walsh from Arlington Heights, Illinois, just brought in the game. He takes a quick 2 strikes. Now let's see if Starck comes in with a quick pitch here. Here's the pitch. Walsh swings. It's a pop-up, and it falls for the hit. It falls for the hit, and the runner scores. So there was a bloop single over Joe Morgan's glove as he goes backwards on it, falls on his stomach, and probably knocked the wind out of himself. So Morgan could be hurt. Mike Ball out there. The run does score. 4-2. They call timeout. Bobby Russ goes out there. Joe did fall basically on his left shoulder as he was going backwards. Then he turned and he fell on his left bicep. I think he's going to be okay. Joe Morgan. So that is a pop single that just barely eluded Joe Morgan's glove. Most shortstops don't even get to it. It may even have just touched the tip of his glove as Joe was sprinting backwards, and as he got turned around, the ball fell right in there for the bloop single catcher Rubis. So we got 4-2. Here's Milazzo. Ground ball up the middle to Starck. Over to 1 for the out. Milazzo did not take a good swing at that. He swung at the first pitch. You don't want to swing there. Milazzo with the ground out to Starck. Took a bad swing there, but he did get a guy up to second base. Catcher Rubis made it to second. Man on second and third. 2 outs. A hit here, the game is tied. This is Mike Rubenstein, their third baseman. And if you want anybody up there, this is the guy you want, Ruby. Number 2 batter, third baseman. Here's the pitch. It's a ball, 1-1. This is crucial here. Second and third, 2 outs. Ruby with the ground ball to Morgan, who scoops it up and fires the first for the out. And Joe Morgan comes right back with a great play at shortstop, one of the great ones, and he saves that big inning. 4-2 here as we go into the next half inning. We're out here at Glenview. We'll be right back. This is what we have here. We are at Glenview, the championship game of the Summer League, 50 and over. This is it. There's no better 50 and over league in all of the United States. This is Bob Russ batting. Takes a swing. It's a pop-up. Falls in front of the pitcher. Throws the first. Out. So he is out at first. So Russ has had an 0 for 3 night. Ground ball spun off the bat of Bob Russ. Greg picked it up. He threw quickly over to first base. Bobby thrown out by an eyelash. So out number 1. 4-2. Bottom of 6. You would hope that Bobby Russ could have gotten on there, but no going as Greg, who I told you is one of the powerful players in Chicago, their great pitcher, makes a great throw to the first baseman, get him up by a whisker. Here's Morgan. 1 out. Bottom of 6. Glenview. Chasers versus Players. 4-2. Joe Morgan, the great shortstop, batting. That hits the plate. 2-0. Nothing good to Morgan. He's a great hitter. Let's see how they pitch him. That's a ball. Now let's see if Morgan takes this for the walk. Let's see if Morgan takes it. That's a strike, 3-1. 3-1 on Morgan. 3-2. Okay, here we go. This is the key pitch. Morgan takes the walk. Morgan, the great at bat there. The ball looked like it was going to cross the plate. Very patient. Did hit the surface of the plate for the walk. So Morgan with a great night tonight. I told you. This guy, Joe Morgan, plays all angles of the game. Takes the walk there. Easily could have swung at that ball. That was very hittable, but takes the walk. He gets on. 1 out. Big Larry, second baseman, up now. There's a beautiful pitch by Greg for a strike. That was a beauty. One of the beautiful pitches of the night. High arc, fell right behind the plate. Pitch number 2. Ball. 1-1. 1-1 here at Glenview. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Slowly hit. First baseman covers it. Didn't get a good chop on that.
What?
Didn't get a good swing on that.
No, not at all. Not at all. I don't know why he's going to the right side. That guy's got a lot of power. He just pulled the ball.
Bobby Stevens here on the bench with me, coach from Nazareth Baseball, played a lot of 6 units as well. Did not take a good swing there. Here's Joe Rogers, 2 outs, man on second, 4-2, bottom of 6. Now this is a crucial at bat. If Rogers can get a hit here, you got the insurance run to make it 5-2. 2 outs, Morgan with a medium leadoff at second. There's a beautiful pitch for strike 1. Haig at shortstop, playing straight away. Takes the pitch for the ball. Joe Rogers jumps in the box a little bit to confuse the pitcher. 1-1. Here's the high pitch. Swing and a shot to right field. He nails it. It falls in front of the center fielder. Here comes Morgan for the hit. And Morgan comes in and scores the run as Joe Rogers hits a bullet to center field that dipped down right in front of their great center fielder for the single. And now they're up 5-2 in the bottom of the 6th. A key swing by Joe Rogers as he crushes the ball to center field. It dips right in front of the center fielder for the single.
He's been doing that for 20 years.
And Fererese up. Frank Fererese, they got a guy in a rundown, and there goes Brady to second. Now let's see what the rule is here. Fererese swung and missed. They threw to first. They threw behind him. He had a big leadoff, and Brady does go to second, so that is technically a stolen base. Let's see what the rule is. Yes, that is allowed. That is allowed. He threw behind him. The ball was dropped by the first baseman. That technically is a stolen base in softball. So Kacharubis did the right thing. He threw to first, threw it behind Brady. He dropped it, and then Brady was over to second. Basically, it was an error of the first baseman while the ball's in play. So Brady at second, 5-2 on the big hit. Ground ball. Kevin Haig over to short for the out. 5-2. Top of 7. 5-2. Here we go. We'll be back with the conclusion of the game one way or another right after this. George Bliss at Glenview. Here we go.
Go, 3 outs.
Top of 7. Score here is 5-2. This is the Glenview Championship. First pitch to Moriarty. Ground ball to Martino. He throws the first for out number 1. So a great play there by Martino over to Joey Rogers for out number 1. This is the championship at Glenview. Close game here tonight. Here's Mark Coldabella. George Bliss here with video on the last inning here at Glenview. Here's a pitch to Coldabella. The score here is 5-3. We're right here on the softball hotline, live from Glenview, Illinois. Correction, 5-2. It's a ground ball to first base. Joe Rogers off his glove. Can't grab it. So that was a right side spinning liner that Morgan could not grab. Off the glove, went into foul territory. So Coldabella with a nice single and courtesy runner there, Moriarty. Here we go. 1 out.
Get it out.
Kevin Haig.
We go for 1, William.
Tom Starck swings at the first pitch down the right field line for a foul ball. Okay, here we go.
Play the out,
We are having live video action, as you can see, hopefully, right now on your YouTube screen. This is Kevin Haig. Here's the pitch to Haig. Swing and a shot to left field. It's deep. It is right in front of the left fielder, and there's a blast single there by Kevin Haig. Great shot there by Kevin. Kevin Haig calls timeout. Catcher Rubis will bat. We are back to video action. Here is catcher Rubis with 2 men on and 1 out. Swing and a pop-up right to the short center. Infield fly for the automatic out. So out number 2. Infield fly, and Bobby Russ with a little trick, possibly trying to make a double play with nothing going. The infield fly by catcher Rubis. So 2 outs, 5-2. We're going to run the video for you here. Here's their big first baseman. And they call timeout. Are they going to pinch hit, or they're just going to discuss the swing? Let's see what they do here. Yes, they are going to pinch hit. They're going to pinch hit here for their big first baseman. First and second. There's the runner at first. You can see Milazzo out there at second. Here's the pitch. Pinch hitter batting. 2 outs. Here we go. There's a swing. Nope. No pitch there. Aldabella. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to left field, and it is down for the hit, and in comes Milazzo. In comes the Milazzo with a great pinch hit there. 5-3. Nice pinch hit there by their batter. Great job there by the Players Inc. player. Here we are, 2 outs. 5-3. 2 men on. There's a swing to left field. It is foul. He nailed that one. That's the left fielder. Tommy batting. That's Tommy Starck, of course, we're talking about. They're telling him to bring the ball up. Tom Starck. Morgan out there in left field with the ball. 2 men on. You have 1 out. 2 outs. Check that. 2 outs, 5-3. Here we go. 2 outs. Tying run at first. If there's a long run or a double, there's the pitch. It's a ball. Now remember, Chasers does have the home half. This is the top of 7. There's a long shot to left. Back. Does Mike Wall get it? Mike Wall doesn't get it. It's over his head. Here comes the runner. They're going to throw to third, and it is a double, a stand-up double. So now it is 5-4 as that ball went over the head of the left fielder. 5-4. 5-4. Back to live video action. Here's Thompson, 5-4. 2 outs. There's pitch number 1 for the strike. There's pitch number 2. It is a strike. A single now. The game will be tied. There's a ball. This could be the end of the game or a tie situation right now. Here's a swing and a fly ball to straightaway center field. And Rovotuso has it. Rovotuso has it for the out. And Chasers wins it by 1 run. 5-4 here as they win it at Glenview. They're going to shake hands now in the middle of the field. Kevin Haig, the great captain, congratulating the Chasers team. James Martino and his crew. Great softball here from Glenview. Great softball. We'll be back right after this. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Glenview 50 and over national championship as Jimmy Martino leads